Dun, 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 dun. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the F1 Manager 23, where I'll be starting a brand new career. We'll be taking a small little team. We'll be taking them right to the top, and we'll be having some fun along the way. It's going to be super good, super exciting. If you like F1 Manager, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into this action. And here we are. Welcome to the new career. Mercedes fans, they love it. Alpha Tauri. Oh, is that a Red Bull looking up? Trash. Big Tom C. Here we are. Ooh, Oscar Piastri. Wow, and here we are. What an introduction. What a game. The weather, Pierre Gasly as well in the Alpha Tauri. Obviously not anymore, he's in the Alpine. A little bit of rain. Okay, let's get into this.
It was a disappointing end to the 2022 season for Alpha Tauri.
Alpha Tauri.
Their lowest finish.
Ninth for Alpha Tauri. Nick De Vries.
They can't afford to dwell on disaster if they're going to battle their way back up the standings. Now, with the signing of Nick De Vries alongside returning driver Yuki Tsunoda, it's time for Alpha Tauri to shake off last year's troubles and prove they've got what it takes.
Well, guys, as you could guess, we're going to be taking over Scuderia Alpha Tauri. This is going to be so fun. Of course, I'm very excited for this. Who shall I be? Shall I be... oh, let me think of a good name. Now, this just makes sense to me. Wolfhorn. Guys, just amazing. First team experience, returning first time. Well, we don't need any help. Let's get right into this. We're going to be joining Alpha Tauri. Of course, there's going to be loads of twists along the way. I'm super excited to get into this. I've been ready for a long time for this. As you can see, we're starting with Nick De Vries, Yuki Tsunoda, and the first race is in 11 days. And a lot of people, straight away, they jump in. They say, De Vries, let's get rid of him. You've got a couple of main options for the drivers straight away. Of course, Daniel Ricciardo, the highest rated reserve driver currently at Red Bull, sign him up for the Alpha Tauri. Or, of course, you've got Liam Lawson from the reserve seat as well. But there's also a bunch of F2 drivers that are available. And you could probably still get Bottas. With Bottas open to negotiation. There's a bunch of other drivers as well. But we've got to make some decisions. And this is a tough choice. There are a bunch of good drivers that you could choose from. If you want someone that's a bit older and does have a good rating still, Giovinazzi from Ferrari's reserve, he still would be a good choice in this game, but I bet no one in the world has chosen Giovinazzi. There's a couple other drivers, Mick Schumacher, Mercedes reserve, Théo Pourchaire, F2, Drugovich is the Aston Martin reserve. And there are a bunch of other drivers as well, like Alex Palou, that you could maybe look at bringing up, but once you get to about here, you know, it's a bit too far down the order. I mean, it's a really tough choice between Théo Pourchaire, the F2 driver, and Felipe Drugovich, obviously the F2 champion, who's currently at Aston Martin. He is going to be a super good driver, and he is going to be the one that we're going to take into the season with us. We'll go for 2 seasons. Actually, we'll go for 1 season, 2 seasons. Oh, who knows? Well, let's whack up this salary. We'll see what he wants, and we'll go from there. So I've got no idea what to offer him, so I'm just offering 5 million on the contract for a season, and it's been accepted. That's absolutely fine. We'll pay the 5 million salary, no problem. And I believe it costs 600,000, not even 522,000 to get rid of Nick De Vries. And we bring in Felipe Drugovich, car 1. There he is, number 34, only 74 rated, so not too highly rated, but there he is. He's in the car with a 1-year deal as well, so if we need to replace him at the end of the year, we definitely can do that. But I want to see where Drugovich can take, because of course he's a very nice driver. Let's take a look at the stats. We're looking pretty well rounded, almost 80 in all of these stats. If it said 80, you'd like it. That's way better than the 79 and 78 that we got. Smoothness at 72 is okay. 74 defending and 77 adaptability, very nice for him. And in comparison, Yuki Tsunoda's got a few better stats, but the pace stats are all very similar to Drugovich. So that's where we start. Next up, I guess we got to take a look at the car, and we have to develop some new parts for the car. So the new ATI period begins in just 2 weeks, so we'll be dumping everything into something. I'm not too sure which ones we're going to look at first. I would assume probably the rear wing would be one of the best things to go for to start off of cars. I think the rear wing, we'll start with the rear wing. And I think this is looking okay. We take the lifespan all the way down, we bump up the DRS delta, gives us a huge boost on the DRS. That's pretty good, but I didn't put any time into it. Maybe should we just put everything into this? That'll give us such a big gain as well for the rear wing. And then in the next period, which is in 2 weeks, something will be designed and we'll be good to go from there. I'll play about with the engineers in the end. 43 days. We probably don't even need to change that at all. So we'll stick with the normal as well for the rear wing. The front wing will come in. Again, we'll take the lifespan down. Do we want to be boosting? That doesn't look like what I want to be boosting there. What do we gain out of this? Dirty air tolerance, I think, is probably the way to go. So we'll set this up as well. Again, completion in 45 days. It just sits as right about there. Doesn't really make too much of a difference to me. Then we'll also look at a chassis. We'll take that lifespan down again. And look at what we're gaining here. So much goodness. Yep, that looks like the right thing to do. 30 days takes us up to just before Melbourne. 28-26 looks good to me. 700,000 for the for that chassis there. Side pods, underfloor suspension. I think suspension, and we put it all on brake cooling, just to make sure we get a nice boost out of there. Drag reduction, does that give us? You see, I think that will be important as well. Less weight, more brake cooling, more speed. Looks good to me in 40 days here, and again, that's about right for us right there. I'll just put the rest of the engineers on it. It doesn't really make too much of a difference at that point. And boom, there we go. That is how we'll start with the car development. Welcome in, Felipe Drukovic. Welcome, buddy. 10 months left. Easy. You know, that's just the way it is. The sponsorship obligations. We can't edit these for the fair season. That's kind of sad. Would I like to minimize it or maximize it? I don't know. But let's get into... I guess we just jump into the first race of the season, don't we, really? There is our driver pairing. Overtaking 65. Probably won't be overtaking anyone with that, will we? But that's that. And I do want to take a look at... Where did Nick de Vries end up? Doesn't have a seat. It's pretty sad. But I would assume Aston Martin need a reserve. So who's going to be the Aston Martin reserve? They've signed Teo Pacher as a reserve. Fair enough. So that's just the way it is. I'll take a look here as well. The training, I want to rush them up nice and big. That will be perfect for us right there. But this needs to be gym training. And we'll leave that about there. That sounds right to me. That's no problem at all. If you want to have a look, pause it, I suppose. Staff, maybe I'll take a quick look at scouting for the staff. It looks pretty good already, to be fair. So we'll start with technical chiefs, and straight away we can see Jody Eggington is 80 rated. And there's two guys above, Dan Fallows from Aston Martin. We're talking a salary of 1.3 million. Let's see if we can sign Dan Fallows. 1.7 million and 140,000 bonus. Let's see if he wants to join. Contract declined. If 2.5 million. Declined again. If 2 seasons and 3.5 million. Please accept. Please. Why? Big signing on bonus has been added. Please accept the contract. Oh, there we go. Perfect. That cost us 1.7 million. Oh, well, it's a total of 3 million, but it's just a number at the end of the day. Welcome, Dan Fallows. A big upgrade already to the staff. Next up, we'll change this guy. So this is the best man we can get, Ian Gregg. Let's propose him a contract as well. See what he wants, and if he'll join the team, you know the boys. And bang, 3.8 million, he accepts. Welcome, Ian Gregg. Boom! And having looked at the race engineers and the spotting director, I don't think I want to change these guys too soon, early on. I think these guys are pretty good for the job right now. I don't want to be putting so much money into different staff that we end up having no money to develop or buy new car parts. So this is going to be the start of the season. We'll chuck in at the first race. Can we get a car into Q2? Oh my gosh. I mean, we'll give it a go just for the first race. If we can get one into Q2. Can we get one into the top 15 for the race? Maybe. Who knows? And a qualifying position streak. Damn, it's going to be difficult, right? But we'll try for 2 races and see what happens. You never know at the start of the save. The car is still stock, still absolutely garbage. But let's get into the first race. We'll be skipping practice. We don't need to see that. And then we'll be going through qualifying. Let's go. And boom! Practice is complete. I'm very shocked to see Yuki Tsunoda P10 after practice 3. Felipe Drugovich also P15 from these runs. Pretty good, to be fair. The boys are putting in some real performances, and we're looking at both setup satisfaction 94 each, high track acclimatization, and car part knowledge. It's the first race this season. We can't be too you know, hyped up for that. It's just the start of the season, but we are looking forward to getting into qualifying. Let's go. We'll watch this cutscene as well. Sakir Bahrain.
Is dusty and abrasive, and even under the
Am I bored yet? No.
soft tires. Teams will need to use their tire allocation
Soft tires.
wisely.
Loads of soft tires. Okay, we get it, Karun. We get it, bro. I'm going to use some soft tires. And here we are. Just medium but high for Yuki. You know, we're going to be pretty good for qualifying, I think. P10 and P15 from practice. And it's the first time in the car for Drugovich. I think we'll be pretty good. Okay, so here we are. We're in qualifying. This is Q1. The run plans will be 2 flying laps with no cooldown, because that's pretty overpowered by the looks of it. And I'm also certain the timing of the laps isn't too important either. But we'll watch the car coming out of the garage for the very first time. It's Yuki Tsunoda pulling away. When's the earliest we can get a little camera on him? There he is. Look at him waiting to come out the box behind the Haas. And there he goes. We'll bring Felipe Drugovich out as well. Here we go. His first official session in qualifying for the AlphaTauri team. Here the boys are. I'll be taking control straight away to get those tyre temps up, get that fuel usage into a good range as well. Same with Drugovich. Let's push a lot up here to start with. Oh, that sounded funny in the times too. But here we are.
We need good work on brakes and
Good work on the brakes. Yes. Yes, we do, Hamlin. And here we are. So we'll just skip to the end of the first lap here for Yuki. Right, we're getting towards the end of the lap. Damn it, Drugovich might get stuck, but that's okay. We don't mind too much. And here we go. Actually, next straight. We'll go next straight. That's a little bit too early from me. My bad, Yuki. And there we go. Into the last turn. Let's see if Drugovich can get in front of these guys as well on the last turn. Not too sure what we're looking at with Drugovich. He's going to be behind the Ferrari. Is he going for an overtake on the Ferrari? What is the Ferrari doing? The Ferrari on a flying lap? What is that? Well, here we are anyways. We'll go back on board with the Yuki. Well, we missed turn 1, so we might as well hit that with Drugovich. Now into Tsunoda again. That's just pretty basic. Following Tsunoda. Round a couple of good turns here. A big right-hand turn for Tsunoda, and upcoming is a very important part of the track into the DRS, into the mid-straight, the last DRS of the lap. Well, apart from the home straight, but that's like sort of the same thing, you know. Here we are. Tsunoda got a purple sector 1. Probably the first flying lap there, but that's okay. It's still purple. Even after having some more cars going around the lap as well. Have we got cars right behind Drugovich? That's okay. I don't mind too much. What do we set in a sector 2 is purple again. So we'll skip forwards towards the end of this lap. Just to cut it in half, or else we'll be sat here forever. He's going to get stuck behind Gasly as well. Get out the way, Pierre. That's what I like to see. And Tsunoda puts in a 132. Drugovic is going to send us in with a 133.5, I'm guessing. Of what? Oh, I got no idea what that means. I got no idea. But Sainz is even slower. He definitely pulled up to the side. But this is the lap where we can have a look and see if we can get some improvements. Drugovic is improving. Oh, we've got Tsunoda's there. Where's Drugovic? Drugovic is behind him. Tsunoda's just past Gasly. Drugovic might have a clean rest of the lap here. Up until the last corner. Drugovic hits the last corner. Across the line, 2 green sectors, and he bumps up his time very close to Yuki Tsunoda as well, and both cars are coming in now. So that's the first run of Q1 done. Pretty good, pretty successful, above an Alpine, a Ferrari, and a McLaren. Guys, this is unbelievable. I cannot believe, instead of boxing, when it said cancel calling, both of the cars stayed out and retired on the pit lane. They retired in the middle of the track. They didn't come into the box. That surely means we are out of this. But if we can get into Q2, that would be good. But unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. We're actually really comparable to the Mercedes cars. Look, why did they not box? I don't understand. My first race, Alpha Tauri. What are they doing? 5-minute laps? Man, we actually just set what the hell timing it? We might as well try and watch who's out there at the moment. We got Valtteri Bottas is coming across the line. We genuinely might make it out of Q1. I didn't think it was possible in this car. Well, he's crossed the line now to make a lap of it. How do we look at lap history? Not quite what I'm looking for. I want to see this next one. Who are we looking at? Bottas. End of the session. I mean, we genuinely, and because we retired on fuel, I think Sainz is out. Oh my god. What happened? How did we end up 10 and 11 from that with Drugovic right next to Yuki Tsunoda? And because of the fuel, I think we get to run again because it's not a broken, smashed up car. And I believe I should be right with that one. We are in. No. So we start 15 and 14. Damn it, we could have made it into Q3. We could have made it into Q3. We're going to go... I wanted to go just a 1-stop, but I don't think that's going to be possible, is it? It might be. Let's see. We'll have a look at the strategy. This is what I'm looking at here, the timing. 1:31.39. Right, so I'm playing around with it. I don't think we can even match it with a 1-stop, so it's definitely a 2-stop race. And this was the fastest one, a 1:31.38. And I guess we could just smash all these guys up as well. And that cuts 20 seconds off. Is that the same for everything? Yeah. I guess so. I guess this is probably going to be the best option for us. Is the 2-stop to absolutely push the car and hope for the best. I'm so sad about qualifying. But that's just the way it is, sadly. We'll leave everything the same and hope for the best. Just going to change pace mode, fuel usage, and ERS strategy for the start as well to make sure my drivers are pushing off the spot in the grid. 15-14 should have been better for the boys. I'm sorry I let them down. But great qualifying. I can't really fault them too much. I guess the game, I looked, it said cancel calling. I'm sure it said cancel calling. And the cars didn't come in. And here we go. 2 Haas's up near the front. Aston Martins are Ferraris there as well.
And it's lights out. And
Lights out. And away we go. Let's watch Drugovic. From P15, Tsunoda. P14, we've got Norris in front of us. Hulkenberg as well. I'm praying. I want to put them on aggressive overtake and hope for the best.
This is your race now.
This is the race. This is the race, Felipe. I mean, we're going to be overtaking Tsunoda by ourselves, really, and Norris is already a big gap to the Williams. Which, if we don't manage to get past Norris, that might be a bit of a problem for the full race. But we'll see where that ends us up with, really. Down here into the next straight, into the sharp left, into the DRS, which is not DRS just yet. But we're sticking up nice and right behind him. And this is going to be the very first racing laps of the AlphaTauri season. And here we go. very excited about this one. Let's see. Send it, Drugovic. Well, that's lap 1, and there's not much to really say about lap 1. Lap 2. Come on, do something, someone, do something. Look, we're still behind the McLaren. I knew it was going to be bad being stuck behind this guy. And now we're into lap 3. DRS has been enabled, but of course we're in sort of a little DRS stream right here. If we can overtake Norris and Albon, I think we might have a good chance of getting close to the Haas cars. Even with a good qualifying, we might have even started around this top 10 spot. But look, he's also got the DRS on him. Just a bit of a shame that Drugovic is not the guy I want to be overtaking, but Tsunoda's too far back. So what do? Do we leave them here? I think so. I think so. Oh, is he going to make a move down the inside? No, I thought he was going to, but he didn't. Okay, so we've just turned the pace down just to match tyre wear. And that probably means we're going to fall away from these cars here, and it's basically the end of the race for the points at this stage. I'd assume look at the gap from Norris to Albon and then up to P10 and 11. After that it's too much. It's too far. It's too far. So as you can see, for a lap now, I've turned everything on Drugovic down just to see if we can get Tsunoda in front of him. Tsunoda's still aggressive on the tyres and on medium fuel as well, and we've got neutral ERS deployment, but we can't even get past Drugovic with Tsunoda, which is not great news, is it? Okay. Tsunoda's just not letting much happen, so we'll turn him down to not defend as well, and hopefully Yuki Tsunoda can make a move. And actually, I've never done this before, but because we can't overtake Norris and we're holding pace with him by not pushing anything, why don't we just leave both the cars in a DRS train behind Norris? If we can get a nice pit stop, we can hold these tyres for a bit longer, then we can push even harder in the next stints. We can maybe go for an undercut. But nothing's really happening for me to make me change my mind about this. We're still behind Norris. The gaps are closing in front. We'll just follow him in the DRS train. I know we've got Carlos Sainz still in P16. This guy is garbage. Might even sign for us next season. You never know. But we're still there. Even Drugovic is getting good chances to overtake the McLaren as well. And we're running like this. Like this. Norris overtakes Drugovic. It was just a 1-2 little switch around. Look, he's down the inside. Thinks he's got him. Next corner, Norris is inside. That's just the way it is. Look at that. Sainz P16 behind 2 AlphaTauris who are not pushing anything. And then we've got a Ferrari leading the way as well up front. And here we are. What is he going to do? He can't get close. Can we overtake around here? Oh, he's going for the dive. Drugovic sends it. Are we going to get DRS as well? Tell me we get DRS. Don't fraud us out with DRS. We get the DRS. Why is Lando back here? What the hell? Oh, Felipe, man. Right, we're gonna have to aggressively overtake someone.
Yeah, copy.
I think now would be a good chance to try and get back in front of him.
Yep, copy.
Right, we've got a DRS straight coming up. We can definitely put these tyres to good use on this straight here. Big DRS, out the corner, a lot of power. Go on, Felipe. Look at the pace advantage. We've got to be doing something, man. Okay, this has to be it. Very close down the back straight, Felipe. We're pushing. Felipe, please. Down the inside, Felipe. Lay on the brakes. Maybe the next one, Felipe. Let's go. How close are we looking? We're looking far away. We've got a chance down the inside, down the outside, round him. Felipe. Man, it doesn't really make a difference, but we're getting towards the pit window now. And the gap to Alex Albon has just increased significantly. We cannot do anything to get past this McLaren, which is sad. But of course, we've got the big rear wing upgrades coming, which will hopefully... Wow, that was close. Give us a nice boost. Drugovic just got a penalty for that.
There's been a crash.
That was not a crash. Nothing happened.
The focus is on Lando Norris here. And you can see how tight it is.
It was tight.
You can see how the cars come together. And they'll have to
you can't see anything. Nothing happened!
As for the team
Why
back
are
in
they
the
being
garage,
angry?
that was
So there's no damage to Drugovic, but he does have a 5-second penalty, which absolutely stinks. There's just nothing we can do to get around anything here. Now we'll keep Tsunoda just on normal tyres. Cars are coming into the box. Please, Drugovic, do something. Is he gonna get him? Drugovic is gonna go past him. Look, he's away. Let's go. The first overtake of the season. And it's for P13, P12 with a 5-second penalty. That's magical. Low driver confidence. Let's look at that, bro. You know, it's the first real overtake.
The gap opens up for them.
What a move. Unbelievable.
Now we can
And
see what
boom, we've got
happened.
another overtake, guys. This one is Tsunoda on Norris, number 4, as you can see.
There.
Great move down the inside after the DRS straight, and we're past the McLaren again with the second car. And it's looking also nice and free at the front now. This is going to be the lap where we box Drugovic onto another set of softs. He will go in this lap, and then Tsunoda will be the lap after. Let's go. Well, guys, not much is happening, but Gasly has overtaken Drugovic. Amazing.
Can they squeeze by?
Out the DRS. I mean, you can all see what's going to happen there. We are at lap 34 of 57. God knows why Gasly's down there. I guess he's done 2 stops already. Is what I would assume. No, he's only done 1. Wow. He just run really long on his first stop. We'll be boxing Drugovic soon as well. Quick race update. Nothing's happened. Kind of boring right now. That's just the way it is. And, well, we've only got 3 laps left in the race. And as far as it goes to the points, we're just over 10 seconds away from points at the moment from P10. Could have been completely different, of course, if qualifying ended a bit differently for us. But that's just the way it is. Drugovic has just been chilling in 17, and Tsunoda got past Albon on the pit stops. That is really other news that we have today. Is 13 seconds to the points, and that's about it, really. There we go. There's been no yellow flags, no safety car, no red flag, no rain, nothing throughout the whole race. Maybe there's been a yellow flag, but not too much is going on. How many laps left, Yuki Tsunoda? 3 laps and it's over, which is now 2 laps and it's over, baby. Let's go. So we might as well stay until the end of the race here, just to see what we have. We're good for fuel. And this is going to be the end of the race. We might as well watch the last few corners of Yuki Tsunoda coming in. Not too bad. Again, 13 seconds behind. Is Magnussen going to get? I didn't get anything across the line. Everyone is pretty far away. Alonso is almost up the back of Russell here. Into a DRS. He's not going to get past Russell there, but he's got another straight to try and make an overtake. Drugovic is going to be coming across the line as well. Bang, he's finished. Is Alonso going to be able to make the overtake with P5 and match his teammate Lance Stroll has beaten both the Mercedes? It's not looking like it. And that's going to be the end. Race 1, the end. 2 DNFs in qualifying. That's just the way it is. But there we go. -3 Drugovic, +2 Tsunoda. It's not too bad. We overtook, looks like a McLaren and a Williams, to be honest. Pretty nice. That's just the way it goes. Carlos Sainz down from right at the bottom as well. So that, again, could have been another spot for Tsunoda if there wasn't a Ferrari starting all the way down at the bottom. But that has been race number 1, game number 1, day number 1 of being at AlphaTauri. And, you know, it could definitely go a bit differently. It's well-rounded, it's well-rounded, it's not too bad. We definitely could have done something in qualifying. But that's just the way it is. And we gained 2.38 million, which is very nice. And we also did complete the sponsorship bonuses of qualifying and getting a car to finish in the top 15. Very good, very nice. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this F1 video to start with. We'll be doing a video for every race. Maybe I'll fit some races in. If I want to mash them all together, maybe I'll do a different type of video as well. ATR. Maybe I'm wasting ATR hours, actually. That's kind of my fault. Thanks for watching. Catch me on the second episode. Please, again, like and subscribe to the channel. Take care and peace. Let's go.